Welcome back. This is World Insight with me, Tian. We are broadcasting from the city of San Francisco on the sideline of the APEC Economic Leaders Week. Electronic vehicle markets are seeing exponential growth. The share of electronic cars in total sales had more than tripled in 3 years, and over 2.3 million electric cars were sold in the first quarter of the year 2023. BYD is the world's largest manufacturer of electric vehicles. But most importantly, China also produces around 3/4 of the world's EV batteries, a critical EV component. What does China-U.S. cooperation mean for the business community, especially for the manufacturer of electric cars? And how will that benefit people from both sides? I talked to BYD America CEO Stella Lee. Good to see you, Stella.
Yeah, nice to see you.
In the discussions taking place between the two presidents, China and United States, you heard two words often being mentioned in different circumstances. One is competition, the other is cooperation. Now, what do you see is the nature of the backdrop of this relationship, China and United States? What does that mean to business leaders like you? Well, the nature of that is still evolving.
I think that is a very good two wording. So China-U.S. relationship is never enemy. We have competition, but at the same time, we have a lot of cooperation. You will see a lot of business investment is some fund invest in China with very successful return. Some Chinese fund here invest U.S. company also very successful. And then the both market, Chinese market and also U.S. market, are the two largest market for consumer. So for any business entity, you never can lose one market. You want to win in both. So that's the reason I think U.S., China at this moment, we should really have more like a fearless leader, like a Gavin Newsom, step out to really changing people's perception, to show the good example. We need to cooperate, then we can build both countries like successful for business, for everything.
Last time when I got to know you and your colleagues, it was when Governor Newsom visited China.
Yes, he has a very successful, wonderful trip in China. I think he visited like Shenzhen, Beijing, Shanghai, and the other city. It's a very complete like a trip for him to deeply understand what China is doing and what's the contribution China made for the climate change.
And you know, it's such a big story, both inside China and the United States, that Governor Newsom, coming from California, jumped on that EV. Yes, indeed, and also drive for a little while. And you know, the First Lady of California certainly looks very happy as well.
Like first, California is the maybe 5th largest GDP globally, right? On the state level, on the national level. But then at the same time, California is full of the innovation, technology. But to impress governor with our Yang U8 is not easy. So he jumped in the car with all the high tech in California. He was, wow, this is incredible. It's really like a very new stuff. And then we should bring to US, we should bring to California. So he was deeply like impressed by our U8.
I really wonder, what was it like to communicate with the team before they made the decision to visit your factory?
Actually, BYD invests in California for more than 10 years. So in the city of Lancaster, it's just 1 mile like north of Los Angeles. BYD has the U.S. largest electric bus manufacturer. We produce electric buses here. Then we produce electric school buses over there. We do the like battery pack assembly. We also do the electric trucks assembling here. So we hire like more than 750 union jobs. Then also not only for that, BYD is really to support community. We are one of the company with a lot of single mom, single parent, single dad, and the second chance employee. They're working for BYD. So the last time the HR showed me, the average working time service BYD is more than 8 years. Just like our name, build your dreams. We really use our technology, invest heavily here in California, then turning BYD to become Californian company, and then we use our job opportunity to change people's life.
But zero-sum game is a reality, right? In some people's minds. So as a Chinese international business operating here, how do you see you are dealing with the challenges of the so-called zero-sum game? And how would you persuade those people it is not?
Actually, I think we just, as a Chinese community here, we just need working harder to raise our voice, to talking to the politics, to communicate with all the environment, different business group, and to be more transparent, to show our operation. Is where, for example, I always make a speech. Come to Lancaster, BYD Lancaster facility. You'll find that our facility is more American than any other company here. So you will see a lot of female working in the production line. You will see a lot of African American people working here. You will see a lot of Latino working. The
diversity there in the workforce.
The BYD, and they enjoy. So that is the kind of story we should be more aggressively to tell everybody. So very often we organize not myself, it's our staff. They go to Washington, D.C. to knock the door of the Congress, knock the door of the Senate to share we is get a job here. We before BYD came, we even stay at the shelter. But the BYD came, changed our life, and then we they gave me opportunity. Really, I can afford a house now. I can afford my kids' education.
Right.
So we often bring our staff to tell the politics this different story. So this help a lot. So sometimes I think the two countries always use national security to actually in the back is unfair competition. It's because the competition could not win, and then they use political lobby to win. This is not fair, and a lot of politics they are not really an expert for business. So we need maybe to have a more voice to show the true story, to show the fact. Then this will help for people to understand you, and also help the two national. I think the media need to give the fact to don't misleading people. So then we need to rebuild the trust.
Right.
So I'm super happy now pandemic is gone. So now you can travel freely to both countries. Right. Then this will help a lot. Once the people start meeting, talking, then find out, oh, we are the same human being. Then we share the same planet. So in another place, we can cooperate together.
Another thing I want to ask you is about the electronic vehicle. Now it's so popular, the public love it, consumer love it, but at the same time, we also see different debates regarding the electronic vehicles, including about materials of it, of the batteries, and the way of producing. So what do you see is the potential to avoid the danger that this will become a collateral damage of geopolitics?
Yeah, so first I want to share electric vehicle, transportation contribute more than 30% of pollution for the total emission. And then if in the city, we are here in San Francisco, transportation contribute more than 60% of the pollution. So electrify all the fleet, all the vehicle here is everybody needs. Climate change is not the matter about which country, what's your race, what's your political position.
Yeah.
It's all the human beings need to work together, and it doesn't matter you came from where, which country, and which race, right? So we need to work together to save our planet. So Then to China build up a very good example because of the policy support. And then, like now today, the EV penetration in the every year is increasing. Like this year can be 30%, maybe next year can be 40%. Yeah, but now other country, Europe is a little bit slowed down, but still 22%. But in US, we're less than 10%. So, but California, we're more than 25%. So, last week I was in China together with some investor, some friend from US, from the investor, and then we walk on the street. They say, "Oh, Stella, why is it so quiet?" Now I realize because all the buses, all the taxi, all the car are electric car. So even you see a lot of traffic, but you don't hear a lot of noise. That's the future. I think for electrify all the transportation, that's the direction. Only can going forward, never can be backwards.
What about the competition? It's fierce competition right now. You have BYD, everybody knows it, but you also have Elon Musk advocating his brands and many others. Even China also alone, there are a tremendous amount of brands already popular. So how do you see this competition where we are seeing so intense now?
Yeah, so I think the two companies are doing a wonderful job. One is BYD from China, one is Tesla from US. Are the two a great leader globally for pushing all the industry to the future. So now I think we don't worry about all the company to do the electric car, put all the investment back for future. We're more concerned is for the conventional car company. They are not 100% in. If they are not 100% in, believing the future, they will have trouble very, very quickly. That is not because of politics. It's because they are technology, because the consumer right the choose selection. So then I will argue all the company with maybe long history in the auto industry, you should really put all the focus to invest for the new future technology, which should be either battery operated electric car or other technology. But the future, the destination with Chinese market, which is now #1 auto market, demonstrate electrification is doable, and the consumer love it.
We have seen women leaders like you being resilient in an ever-evolving society and ever-evolving environment. How much do you see the core qualities of women can be of tremendous significance today, especially it's a world full of challenge?
Yeah, I think a woman naturally is very good at communication. They communicate very good skill on the communication. So that's bring the benefit to the maybe global corporation. So often I travel a lot globally. Each time, if there's any suspect or challenge here, we stand up, easy communicate. This maybe female leader can do better job than the male leader. So also you see the woman in the house is a very important role, need to manage everybody's schedule with a different agenda. We'll work together. So this is naturally being trained. We need to multitask. So that is the females a natural capability. Right. So each time I stayed at a lot of stage to encourage female come out for to do the professional work, to be the leader. So I think this is a lot of benefit. Better communication will solve the maybe better cooperation. And sometimes in order to achieve your goal, you need to compromise something, and then you also need to really cooperate together. So
this is give and take.
A give and take. This is today's a geopolitical situation. We need to do this way.
So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That's BYD America CEO Stella Li, our exclusive interview on CGTN. With that, we're coming to the end of today's program. I'm Tian on behalf of my teams here in San Francisco and in Beijing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.